Hello friends, I made this for. Today's video is a tarot class. So my name is Lauren. I am a tarot reader, Reiki practitioner, and astrology fan, and overall just like witchy type human person. But today I want to talk about something that I think is really important. And that's how we read tarot and how we get what we want out of tarot. Now, if you follow me on TikTok, which is Subnormal Child, you will see that I made a post pretty recently about two types of reading. And I see this very differently. And I think people who read either way, it's not necessarily a bash on people who don't read the way I do. I used to read tarot a certain way, but have really changed how I read so that it's more a holistic experience where I'm getting the most out of my tarot. Well, what am I fucking talking about? I'm talking about the difference between a past, present, future reader and a body, mind, and spirit reader. Now, I am still working out how I read tarot for the present moment. And the reason is because when I first started reading tarot, I was a big past, present, future person. And that was something that I really utilized a whole lot. I felt like I was getting a lot out of it. But the truth is, I think the older I get and the more time that I spend with tarot and the more I learn about tarot, I see it more as a tool for the present so that we can make better decisions that are more in line with what our needs are. Now, with that said, if you are a past, present, future person and you love it, you don't want to change it, no worries, this video maybe is not for you, but if you're just curious on how or why this might be beneficial and might resonate with you in some way, thank you for being here. Let's get into it. So I'm going to talk about tarot in these ways of reading by utilizing my Morgan Greer deck, since it's right here on my desk. And I'm going to talk about how I used to read as to how I read now. So past, present, future is kind of the classic old school way of reading, and by that I mean you can pull cards to talk about someone's past experiences, what they're going to through now and how that relates to their past experiences, and future experiences being like, what are the outcomes of this timeline that we're looking at? So I used to really think that that was helpful, and it really seemed to work for me at the time. Now, here's what I think is not helpful with that. I think some of the aspects of looking at the past can be helpful, but it becomes kind of faulty when we start thinking of things as, well, this is a series of events, right? When we start to look at our tarot practice as, well, this caused this, and it's going to create this. Looking at our past can actually be really helpful sometimes, but I think if we start to negate where we are presently, we get kind of ahead of ourselves. And I feel this way for both myself and for my clients. So when I started reading for past, present, future for myself, I ended up finding that I was spending a lot of time on my past and not really looking at where I am in the present moment. Like I said, that's not necessarily the worst thing, but it's not necessarily where I want to be either. So let's look at a spread using past, present, and future and see if it's really helpful. And kind of see how we can integrate this differently. So for example, I'm going to pull 3 cards. My past, my present, my future. Again, this isn't necessarily a bad spread, but I want us to kind of think about how does this negate where we are right now and kind of put things that, ooh, this is where it's going to be. Past is the moon reversed. So in the past, I can integrate this, and I'm pulling for myself, that my intuition has felt really blocked, that I felt like I can't take the path that I feel most intuitive in. My present, I feel success in my home life is being blocked. I feel like because I wasn't listening to this, I haven't been able to pull this upwards and engage in my physical world in a way that feels most fulfilling for me. Future, I'm going to have to put a lot of faith in what comes up. I'm going to have to move with a lot of trust, not knowing where the next step is going to be, because this needs to be rectified by looking at my past and how I haven't taken those chances. Now, this is what I pulled for myself. It's not wrong. And in fact, this is pretty on point for where I'm at. So that's past, present, future, right? What is body, mind, and spirit? So let's see how maybe this same pull looks in body, mind, and spirit, but I'm also going to pull a new round of cards. And I don't always read what falls out because that's just a personal choice. I'm going to pull body, mind, and spirit. Body, mind, spirit. So what does body, mind, and spirit look like? So when I think of body, I think of what am I really having suppressed within me? What am I holding deeply? Mind, what am I emotionally, and also like what's consciously happening? Body is subconscious. Body is what is being internalized. Mind is where I'm processing, and then spirit is what is a lesson that's coming through for me right now that spirit, God, or the universe is trying to help me unlock. What's a message I need to be receiving right now? Well, it's funny because body got the same position as past, right? Except it's the star reverse, but it's the same thing. I'm not working intuitively. I'm blocking my healing. I'm blocking my ability to heal my lineage. Or at least that's one thing that I've internalized very deeply. And in that, I am really calling in things that I want to bring harmony, maybe glamorizing choices in the past or choices that I need to be making that are a little bit not within the present realm, but are helping me manifest. Spirit is calling me in to relinquish control, to call in my ability to create intuitively. Again, I can see where these are all related and all similar. And they're not wrong. But when I'm looking at everything as what I need to be doing, it kind of works a little differently. And so I'm not focusing on what was or what should be, but more of the present moment. I know that might not make sense to everyone, but I encourage you to look at it the same way. Again, if I were to take the spread that I pulled before for past, future, present, I would be getting the same out of the cards, but I would be saying, this is what I'm blocking in my body. My mind is focused on the present and being able to afford what I can and being able to find a home because I'm currently looking for a new home. And spirit is asking me to trust and have faith. So that's the same 3 cards. 3 different cards, all kind of giving me the same message. Spirit wants me to embody the Page of Wands, where I'm just engaging with my creativity, almost like a mini Fool card. I feel like Page of Rods is a mini Fool card. This to me is also kind of a Fool card, where you have to put aside your expectations. So when we take the same cards, or even different cards, but start pulling for something a little different, we can find that body, mind, and spirit really helps us more in the present moment, rather than focusing on what has been and what will be. It just frames things a little bit so that we are focused on the here and now, not so much, oh, regretsies, how can I stop this? And how can I move into the future? Now, if you find that helpful, if you find that supportive, please make sure to hit me up. Like I said, I am a tarot reader. So if you like the idea of body, mind, and spirit, please feel free to work with me. Or if you're just interested in doing that for yourself, pulling for yourself in a way that is more holistic, I really encourage you to do that. Because ultimately, what I hope for you is that you'll get the most you can out of your tarot pools. So whether you want to talk with me about how to work with tarot for yourself, or you want me to pull for you personally, feel free to hit the links in the description box down below. I'm hoping to make more videos about tarot tips and tricks, what can maybe help you and support you a little bit more. Again, I am a holistic tarot reader who is focused on really looking at things in a way where we can use tarot as a way of processing, not looking at the past and being extra vigilant, and looking at the future and being it must be a certain way. No, I truly believe the way we get the most out of tarot is when we are more present with how we read. And so if that really resonates with you, please let me know down below. But again, I hope that you are enjoying your new moon weekend, that you are taking some time to connect with your tarot, or maybe just putting together an altar so you can enjoy some spiritual bliss for your weekend. And I will see you in the next video next time. Goodbye, my friends.